Howdy, beautiful people. My name is Tobias, and today we're listening to Honk by Nona. Now, I heard that they're coming out with a debut album. I believe it's called Island Girl or Island Girls. I have listened to Work, I've listened to Rollerblades, Bob and a half. Bob and two and a half, if I have to be very honest with y'all, and I checked those out. Honk is only 2 minutes and 15 seconds. If there's one feedback to these girls, is make them longer. I think people were telling me that it's pretty normal for Indonesian pop music or just Indonesian music to be on the shorter end. So, I'll respect it. But I'm scared because so far they're delivering. They have delivered after delivered after delivered. So we'll listen to the whole song first without stopping. Then we'll decipher the lyrics and then we'll rewatch it. Is it gonna be in English, or is there gonna be some Bahasa Indonesia in this as well? Just like Rollerblade. Look at me. Look okay. At her. Pics in the rearview mirror. I need to turn it up on my side. I'm sorry. Like, it's disrespectful to not have that in. I need to look up what this means before as well. Sabang Merauke. Doo-da, doo-da, everybody sing a song. Oh, da doo da da. Oh, da doo da da. Oh, da doo da da. I don't know why it reminds me of that. Look at me, look at her. Pics in the rearview mirror. Put him up, post it. Buckle up out of here. Okay. Yeah, we in the backseat, hit the gas, we turn it up. Yeah, get in the taxi, never pass me, ready, set, go. What are we saying? Can't stop it. If you're wondering, baby, how I got it on my own. I've been working all day, all night, all day, all night, all day long. Oh, it's all over the place. Do-do-do. Party too. I want to join. Party. Oh my god. I can't even complain about the length because this actually felt appropriate. Like it had a verse, it had a pre-chorus, it had a chorus, it had a second verse. It even had that like more like bouncy bridge. Like I want to complain about the length because I want it to be longer, but really when I'm sitting with it, I think it's great. Without stopping and thinking about it, these are some of my thoughts about it, and I want to be honest. When I was listening to it in the beginning, I was like, ooh, I don't know if this is mine. Like instrumentally, it was all over the place. Like I felt like my brain was like going trying to decipher all the different instrumental elements and all the sort of different sounds they were using, and I was trying to listen to the lyrics, so it felt overwhelming. But then something clicked. Something clicked around the time when their booties started to shake around here, and I was like, no, I understand it. Like I fathomed the song. I fathomed the absurdity. I fathomed the uniqueness of the song. And something that I spoke about when I reacted to Rollerblade was that the reason I personally like that song was that Nona was like the artist that I could imagine make that song. Similarly with this song, I can't think of any other artist in the world, albeit I do not know a lot of Indonesian singers or artists, but it feels so them. Like it feels like it just feels authentic. It feels artistic, and especially when you have an album called Island Girl or Island Girls, you want melodically, instrumentally, lyrically, visually to represent something that is of that nature, of that culture. And I feel the same here. And obviously, I'm uneducated. I don't know anything. But at the end, like when they were doing that dance at the end, I was here, like. And I think the reason why I was struggling to fathom it a little bit is it stays very monotonic, but in a area that is so all over the place that it's not bad. And I'm not saying it's bad at all. I'm just saying that it takes you a while to really go in and appreciate. I have to skip this because she looks way too beautiful and I'm too distracted. And I'm gay, okay? Women don't have that effect on me, but beautiful people have that like effect on me. So I like the song. I'm really curious. The pre-chorus, I don't know what they were saying. I'm gonna feel bad, but it sounded like it was in another language. Knowing Nona, I'm gonna assume it's Bahasa Indonesia, but again, I don't know. But it didn't sound English, or at least I couldn't fathom what it was. And I'm not supposed to know. That's why we decipher the lyrics and look at it. So shall we do that right now? Because I kind of want to know what Honk Honk's about. Okay, so I have a feeling, because I was just going into the whole lyrics. I have a feeling I'm really gonna like this song even more when I listen to it. But let's start, okay? So Bela gets us off. That sounds a little weird. But Bela starts the song by saying, "Look at me, look at her, pics in the rear view mirror." Okay, visualizing we're in some sort of vehicle, right? We're in a vehicle. We're most likely in the back seat because we're two people. We're, having fun. We're taking pictures. The rear view mirror, what is that? I don't speak English. Let me look it up because I might be dumb. Is that the mirror that's, I don't drive. Is that the mirror that's next, next? Let me just look it up. Yeah, it is. And you can call me stupid all you want, okay? But I don't know how to drive. I don't know anything about cars. So the rearview mirror is either the one that's like on the top in the front or like the car mirrors on the side, which to me gives, it's kind of a funky vibe. Like if I have my phone, I don't have my phone. Let me pretend that this fork that's dirty with ice cream is not ice cream. I'm sorry, it's cheesecake. I don't know why I lied. I don't think I lied. I just didn't know what I was saying. Regardless, right? We're in the back seat. We're taking pictures, not selfies. We're like putting the phone, looking at the rearview mirror. Like we're getting a little bit of a whimsical, a little bit of a fun picture. So the vibe is good. The vibe is good. Put him up, post it, buckle up, out of here, Christy then says, right? Put him up, I'm assuming, upload the pictures to Instagram, to TikTok, to a Blue Sky. I don't know what if, social media platforms are really famous in TikTok, in Indonesia. In TikTok, it is way too goddamn late for me. Put them up, post it, buckle up, out of here. I kind of like it because it also gives the vibe. Just take the picture, upload it, and move on. Right? Don't take the picture and then edit yourself, filter yourself, add, things, change the angle. Just live your life. Just take the picture, upload it, move on. But the buckle up kind of has two meanings, right? Because we're buckling up because we're in a car. So we're physically, getting ready to go somewhere. But I also have a feeling that we're buckling up to something in the song. Do you get what I mean? And then Shaz says, "Yeah, we in the back seat. Hit the gas, we turn it up. Ugh, yeah." Okay, so we're emphasizing the fact that they're all in the back seat. And the back seat, you can think of it in two ways, right? You can interpret it in a more critical way of, oh, they're not necessarily in control of where they're going. But I also think of the back seat as like you have the freedom to do whatever you want. You're not driving, which means, you have attention to do it. If you're sitting next to the driver, you most likely have to talk to them. You have to give them directions. You are not really free. The back seat, you can do whatever the fuck you want. And you'll be having a great time with your friends. Get in the taxi Never pass me, ready, set, go. The taxi. So a taxi is accessible to everybody. It's not public transport in the way that public transport, the buses and things like that, but it is something, that's not owned by anybody. It's a public good that you can access should you have the money to do it. So I like this accessibility part to it. It again followed the idea of, you're free to choose where you're going, but you're not necessarily controlling it. Never pass me, ready, set, go. And where are we going to, girls? Where, Esther? Where are we going? So I need to educate myself here, and maybe we'll educate each other. I'm sure if you're from Indonesia, you might be aware of this, but I am looking up what telolet means, because sir, honk the horn, sir. There's another translation that also go uncle honk the horn, uncle. But one of the things that I found here is that telolet is a popular phrase in Indonesia, especially among youths. Telolet is an onomatopoeia. I think an onomatopoeia, how I understand it, it is words that are derived exactly from how it sounds. So bang is an onomatopoeia because bang sounds like bang. So telolet is an onomatopoeia for a horn produced by certain bus models in the country being Indonesia. The phrase is commonly used as a sign to a specific bus driver, either by yelling or raising a banner containing the phrase, to honk a customized horn that produces an iconic rhythmic sound. I'm assuming the sound sounds like telolet. Apparently, it was a viral sensation in 2016, became a trending topic after many Indonesians on social media spammed the phrase on various accounts. Okay, again, right? I spoke about this when we reacted to Rollerbait, but this is something that only an Indonesian artist could pertain to. It is one, bringing relevance to Indonesia outside of Indonesia. So for someone like me, I'm not American, I'm not Indonesian, but now I'm getting to know about this. Like they're bringing forward that cultural relevancy that's there, and I love it. And I like it's like on buses, and I'm wondering if it's that bus we saw in the music video, which makes sense with the taxi theory that I was having too, because correct me if I'm wrong, but these buses seems like public transport, like accessible to everybody, so it doesn't feel like this, sometimes trends on social media, at least of recent, has become very exclusive or elitist. Like the one that I'm thinking about is, ooh, 5 things you need in your household, and all the 5 things that they're talking about are things that are like $1,000, like this specific espresso maker, which is fine. I'm not judging people for doing it, but it's not very accessible. This seems very accessible. You can literally go outside on the street. You can either scream telolet or you can bring a banner. Like, it seems inclusive. It seems nice. Honk the horn. I like it. Okay, so this is also where I think the lyric translation is we're kind of losing a little bit. So the original is get on the angkot, but it translates to get on the city transport. And I didn't know what that meant. So angkot is a common form of public transportation in Indonesia, typically a small minibus or a van that runs along a fixed route within a city. Unlike general buses with strict stops, an angkot allows passengers to board and disembark almost anywhere along the route simply by flagging the driver down or knocking on the vehicle to signal a stop. I like that. Right, again, it's the freedom to choose, and with a bus, right, there is, stops. You have to click on it and you stop. Here it sounds like it's a lot more engaging, and you're essentially able to go on this mini bus, this van like thing, and then you can just go off whenever you see something, you're like, oh, I love this. Oh, can you stop here and let me off? Like, I like it. It also says angkot are a staple of everyday urban life in Indonesia, often recognizable by their bright, colorful paint jobs, and in many cases, loud sound systems or music that drivers use to attract passengers and stand out on the road. And I'm wondering if they also do the honking. The honking, the telolet kind of thing. And I like it because we went from the taxi to then, honking to these buses to then it's like very, I don't want to use the word ordinary because I feel like people might misunderstand what I'm trying to say, but what I'm trying to say is that The song feels all encompassing of like anyone who lives in Indonesia relates to this, right? Like it's something that's pertaining to so many people in one country or in one place rather than this like selective piece only for the elitist or like upper middle class. Like I love that, and I love that I get educated about this as I like go along and knowing about the song. Post chorus, I'm getting a little bit more familiar, right? Wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round, round. So we're kind of taking a child song and we say wheels on the bus go round and round. Got that junk in the truck and we make it bounce. Why do I have a feeling that we are not talking about the truck of the bus, but we're talking about our butt in our jeans? Like we have a fat ass, respectfully. Which is funny, right? Because it's very dichotomous, if that's a word. But you have this innocent children's song about traveling around on the buses, and then you go, yeah, I can do that. But I also got a fat booty that I can shake my ass to. Like, I love it. It's like the confidence, it's like the freedom, the self expression, the all those terms that I just mentioned. If I just spoke English a little bit better. Okay, tropical taste with a itty bitty waist. Put my in your face, and I always get my way. Okay. So Shaz says, bumping that bass and I make a speaker break. Gonna take you to your place, but I won't drive straight. Okay, I like it. I mean, I'm thinking back to my dad's car when he put this bass system in the car, and it was goddamn awful. It was goddamn awful because it was so goddamn tumultuous, or like you could, like, you were literally breaking, like, they're saying, we're gonna make this bassy ass music. And remember how I was saying when I listened to the song that it was all over the place in the best way possible? That's what Shaz is doing. Now, gonna take you to your place, but I won't drive straight. I'm thinking of two things. Maybe and I'm educating myself here, maybe the NCOT. I don't know too much about it, but maybe what I know of buses and things in like major cities is they don't always take you like the straight way home. Do you know what I mean? Like it doesn't go from point A to point B. Like if there is a better route, a more beautiful route, it will take the scenic route. So that specific bus could maybe have those connotations of by going on that public transport, you're going to take a more beautiful way to your destination rather than taking the fastest way necessarily. But then, they're also talking about themselves, right? They're talking about them performing, them being artists, them getting to somewhere, but they're gonna roller coaster everywhere else venture. And I know with their debut EP, I think it was like Superstitious Shoot. It was very different than this. Like maybe it's about venturing into different genres. Nona on the license plate. I mean, Christy is claiming the identity, right? And the license plate is what belongs to us. Now, kakak adek translate to a few different things, but I went with the older sibling, younger sibling. And I interpret it maybe a little bit of these four girls are not just four girls in a group. They have the same relationship as siblings do, right? Which is deeper than friends. It's really connected on shared experiences. You don't have to be blood related to be siblings, right? But you have shared experiences. That's what they're essentially claiming. Now, Sentinel like me, there was really no accurate translation between what Sentinel is. The ones I got was cute and coy like me, but let's educate ourselves a little bit on this word because I want to look up if there's a deeper, like, cultural, historical term to it. So, Sentil is a colloquial Indonesian word traditionally defined as genet, roughly meaning flirty or fond of showing off, especially used to describe girls. Okay, okay. For a long time, the word carried a slightly judgmental undertone. I can see that. Often used to label someone as overly attention seeking or performatively cute. In recent years, however, Sentinel has undergone a cultural reclamation, largely driven by the Sentinel era trend on Indonesian social media. Rather than a criticism, it is now embraced as a confident, empowered form of self expression, playful, bubbly, unapologetically feminine, and proud of it. And I love that. I love the reclamation of words that are oftentimes looked oddly or absurdly, especially on such a big group of people, like women expressing themselves and then being called attention seeking, but then also understanding that so what? Like, so what? And I love that they're claiming that word in the song, right? They're saying, "Sental like me, be like me," right? And what is that? That is the bubbly, the free, the self-expression, the booty bouncing that we were talking about earlier. Like, it's good. It's so good. Okay, so the bridge, we kind of switch up a little bit, but we're saying, if you're wondering, babe, how I got it on my own, I've been working all day, all night, all day, all night, all day long. So we're, if you're wondering, baby, how I got it, we're kind of changing the tone a little bit. Because throughout the whole song, we've been having fun. We've been, blasting, taking pictures, dancing with our booties. And then we stop and say, hey, if you're wondering how we are this central, if I can use that word accurately in a sentence, the reason, or they're essentially explaining, Esther, I believe is the color, is explaining how they're getting this freedom, this self-expression, this confidence. It's by working for it and working towards it. And I don't think working towards this is necessarily relating to their music, but it's also working on building your confidence. And it's something that I talk a lot about on my channel, of like loving yourself, which ties to confidence, because your only confidence is not about no one hating you. It's about not caring what other people think about you because you like yourself and love yourself enough. So they're saying the reason we're able to go outside in public and shake our ass and not worry about what people think about us is because we work every single day and night to love ourselves. And I love that message. That message is key. It relates to work too. If you think about it, like the nuances of that song, I love that we take a little break on the dance floor and we say, hey, 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 if you want to be like us, you gotta work on yourself, honey boo. Like, you need to love yourself. Now, the outro goes from Sabang to Merauke. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. I don't know where those are, so let me educate myself. Okay, so Sabang is a city in the province of Aceh and is officially declared as the westernmost point of Indonesia, while Merauke is a city in the province of South Papua and is officially declared as the easternmost point of the country. And I like that they're saying, right, I'm going to take you from here to here. I'm going to take you from, I'm going to take you from the westernmost point to the easternmost point, right? And I like it because, oftentimes in songs, at least in the West, it's from LA to Tokyo, from New York to London, like these very Western places, or these very, I guess, like popular places, but they're kind of like localizing it or regionalizing it to Indonesia and putting that relevancy back, which I like. I like it. Did I pronounce it right? Probably not, but now I understand. And then we go to say New York, Tokyo to LA. My girls, they love to party. I think you guys do, and I think that is totally valid. I love to party too, but my party is reading a book in my bed by myself. But there's different kinds of parties. Okay, Nona, blow me away. I know you're gonna blow me away. But this is also why I decipher the lyrics of songs. Because that's just me. I just tend to enjoy the songs when I know a little bit more about it. And I love songs that feels intentional. I love songs that you can really see that there's effort to drive relevancy and authenticities of the artist and the song. Like, this was not a song that was written by a bunch of Americans and then sold that song to Nona. Like, I don't know who wrote the song or produced the song, but there's such an intentionality that I just really appreciate with it. So, do I remember how the song went? Absolutely not. Is this the encore? Did I say that right? I don't think I did, y'all. I'm sorry. Oh, and we're taking the bus to the westernmost point, to the easternmost point. I didn't even have to look that up because I already looked it up from the lyrics. Okay. I get it. So the bus is taking us from the westernmost point to the easternmost point.
Look at me.
And I love that they're kind of standing on the road trying to get them to honk. Oh, okay.
Look at me. Look at her. Pics in the rearview mirror. Put him up. Post it. Buckle up out of here. You'll be in the backseat. Hit the gas. We turn it up.
And you see how like we're only in the first verse, if I remember correctly, and we've already had 3 different beats changed. Usually I wouldn't like that. This just makes sense. Like it's chaotic good.
Look at her. Pics in the rearview mirror. Put him up. Post it. Buckle up out of here. You'll be in the backseat. Hit the gas. We turn it up. Get in the taxi. Never pass me. Ready, set, go.
Esther. I wonder if that noise is the noise that the honk makes on that van.
Get on the honk. Get on the honk.
Beep. Beep beep.
Get on the honk. Wheels on the bus go round and round. Got that junk in the trunk and we make it bounce.
See, I started initially feeling bad that I thought this was about booty shaking. She confirms 100% it's about the junk in the trunk, and the booty, and the twerking.
Got that junk in the trunk and we make it bounce. Tropical taste with my itty bitty waist, but my heart in your face and I always got my way. Bumping that bass and I make a speaker break. Gotta take it to your place, but I won't drive straight.
Girl, why are you doing this? Why are you doing this?
But my heart in your face and I always got my way. Bumping that bass and I make a speaker break. Gotta take it to your place, but I won't drive straight. N-O-N-A on the license plate. Kaka I bet. Jump to like me. If you're wondering, baby,
Oh,
how I got it on my own.
do you guys hear this fucking vocals? Like, I wanted to do this the first time I listened to it because I got so fucking pissed off. Pissed off in the best way possible. This is all love right here. How does she sound so good?
Like me. If you're wondering, baby, how I got it on my own.
Oh.
I've been working all day, all night, all
Yes,
day,
yes,
all
yes,
night.
yes. This bridge, I need to listen to it again because we need to listen to what she is saying. What is Esther saying to us? Listen to it.
Jump to like me. If you're wondering, baby, how I got it on my own. I've been working all day, all night, all day, all night, all day long.
Oh. You guys are so beautiful.
Get on the encore. Get on the encore. Get on the encore.
What the fuck? And I'm wondering if these type of like stands are also like relating to sort of this like, I guess, like popularized trend that has been going on over the last decade. Oh my god, girls. You guys are so... What are the booties in my face? This is... I don't even know what to say because I feel I have already covered everything that I feel about this song. So let me recap. It's going on my playlist. It's a great song. It's a phenomenal song. I think I fathomed it, y'all. Now, you might tell me I didn't, and that's fine, but I think I fathomed it. I think it hit me, and I just, like, started dancing, and it is so hot. I live in Los Angeles. It is so hot here. It is so hot. You don't want to go outside. I don't want to go outside. I can barely be inside because it's so hot. It still makes me want to dance. It still want to shake my non-existing booty because I ain't got one. I'm sorry, I don't got the junk in the trunk, but that's okay. Because Esther told us that in order for it to work, you just have to work day and night loving yourself and believing in yourself, and I do that. So Esther, I will join you and the girls, in about a year if I continue working on my glutes. But I love this song. I don't know when the album is coming out. I did confirm that it's called Island Girl. Island Girl. But I'm really excited to see where they're taking this album sonically, visually. Something that I'm already sensing if they decide to keep Work, Rollerblade, and Honk in the same album is even lyrically, there is a cohesion between it. And I am an album boy. Like, I love cohesive, sonically lyrical albums. I think oftentimes people just mush songs together and call it that. They are giving me expectations that I could be very disappointed by in the future, but I really have high hopes for them, so I'm really excited. Now, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Feel free to leave in the comments what you thought about the song, what you think about Nona, and whether you're excited for their debut album. But until then, I'll see you soon. Bye!